We're live here, ladies and gentlemen, Sioux City IBP Ice Arena. Junior varsity Sioux City Metros versus junior varsity Mammoth, Okoboji Mammoth. Sioux City's on the attack. Looks like they're gonna grind down low for a little bit here. Colin Andre gets it down in deep there. He's gonna take it behind the net. Does a little spin move behind his back off the boards. It's a nice play, but he passed to a teammate who wasn't open. And out comes Boji with the puck. It's Drake Anderson playing D. He doesn't have a move, so he pins it against the wall for half a second. Lets the guy go by him, and then he skates out with a nice play. That's Lynch, tips it to himself. Number 8's gonna rough it up with Colin Andre a little bit here in the neutral zone. Gonna pass over to Toft. Toft is gonna get it caught in his shirt. It drops in the zone, but it's offsides. Number 8 hit it. So out comes George Johnson, wheeling and dealing. Little center lane move there. And his teammate Monk cuts him off. Woodbury takes the puck here and takes an elbow for his effort. Regains control of the puck. Down low there. They get a shot, but that's over the net. So Boji turns and looks for the outlet pass. It comes across the blue line. And back to George Johnson. Instant transition from defense to offense. And Hesse's in on the play. They can't gain control, so Boji's coming. They got a 3-on-2 developing here. Young man's gonna make a drop pass, but his buddy followed him instead of staying in the slot. I don't know what that's about. Oh, big hit there by Cade Hesse. He's going to go to the penalty box for that. He had the elbows up high on number 7 there. He's trying to set the tone, I guess, but got to keep those elbows down, stick below the knees. Hockey's all about getting the puck. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're hitting guys up high or finishing checks after they release the puck, those are all penalties this season. USA Hockey's trying to cut down on all that. The object of the game is to get the puck, so you should be stick on puck on any body contact. Trying to poke the puck away or release it from his grasp so your teammate can come get it after you hit him. So we're going to be a man short here for 2 minutes, and Carter Johnson ices that puck down. That's going to kill about 20, 30 seconds off the play. Maybe even more if Lynch can get a good forecheck established here. He's really pressuring. Poke checks, gets the puck. Had offensive zone control. So Okoboji Mammoth is coming back on the play with the puck, and number 11 makes a move, and he's going to get a shot on net, but it's a foot to the wide side and not going to register on the scoreboard there. We got Toft running up the boards, and he gets angled off hard. Carter Johnson, we call him the dangler. He skates this one in shorthanded, gets a shot on net, and we got 2 guys down back here. Oh, we got a man hurt back here. We need to get a whistle on the play here. He went into the boards hard there, and he just fell coming through. But boy, oh boy, did he go in the boards hard. Trying to take a peek at the replay here. He's coming through. He tried to hook Johnson, and he just crisscrossed his legs, and then he went in back first, back and neck, so he might be sore in the upper back and neck area. He did not go in head first, so that's a positive. I think he's just going to have a little sore neck, kind of like when you're wrestling and someone pulls your head down. He kind of got it in there, and it was pretty hard, though. He slid in pretty fast there.
He did.
A lot of speed.
It's a pretty sudden stop.
Yeah, the boards don't give too much, do they?
Not at all.
Swing that mic up so the ladies and gentlemen at home can hear you.
It doesn't like to stay up.
We got Alan Johnson here.
Little,
He's the color guy.
tape action going on.
Cameraman. He's tearing it up tonight. He's got the left and the right going. Swinging that camera every which way. We're just taking a quick break here while they attend to the injured player on the ice from Okoboji Mammoth. And it's 0-0 still if you're just joining us. There's 12 minutes left in the first period. Sioux City has one shot on net. And they are killing a Cade Hesse elbowing penalty for another minute. The shot on net came short-handed there by Carter Johnson. The crowd is getting antsy. They want to see some goals here, see a little hockey. Looks like they're calling for help out there. They need a second person to come assess what's going on. So
Maybe he's a little more hurt than expected.
he might be a little more, hurt than expected. So hopefully they can get this handled correctly and get him off the ice here if he needs to go somewhere and get looked at. Because boy, oh boy, we don't want to get anyone hurt tonight. Just moving them unexpectedly. We've talked about it for years and years, but it's never happened yet. We discussed having an ambulance parked outside the door. It's outside of every USHL game for the Musketeers. It's parked outside of the football stadium for every football game we play in high school. And so it's kind of crazy how we don't have an ambulance parked right outside here with an EMT staff in it, or whoever's going to be rolling that thing just in case there's injuries, because we have them all the time. So I think we have a trainer from CNOS who's usually with us, and I haven't seen him around the rink tonight with his bag, so I'm not sure if he didn't make it to the first game. They're still out there with just their coach, and he's trying to figure out what's going on. So hopefully we can get somebody out here who's trained in this if that kid's not. And I'm not sure what the situation is here, but Okoboji Mammoth players are leaving the ice. Going back to the locker room, it looks like. I don't know if they think it was a cheap play or something, or if they're just leaving the ice to get rested up, and they must know more than we know, because they all left the ice and went to the locker room, and maybe they know that it's going to be a minute before they get this guy. It looks like the coach is down there. We're not going to pan over in case, people want their privacy respected.
Yeah.
So we just got to point here at center ice and let you know what's going on here. But what we got is an injury, and we really don't know any more than that. They put a blanket over the kid and keep him warm because he's laying on the frozen ice, for goodness sakes. So your breezers are only paper thin out there, and they do have a lot of pads in the front, but there's no pads in the back really. So the back of his bare legs are nothing more than a skin-tight piece of, vinyl fabric on the back of his breezers touching that ice. So I'm sure his legs are frozen.
Been out there working hard. I'm sure he's pretty wet laying there.
Huh?
Can you wind that back?
Oh, yeah.
He went in strangely. They got tangled up.
He went in like this. They didn't get tangled up. He tried to hook Johnson on the backside, crossed his own legs, and fell. And then he went in like this, but his head was up, and so he hit his back, his shoulder blades, shoulder pads. Yeah, yeah. It's not a head injury or anything like that. From what we saw, we're just rolling it back here to replay it again real quick here, but.
He got his feet tangled up and then hit like right here on the boards, his neck. Yeah.
So he's right here. He's going to hook him on the backside, and then he crosses his own legs and falls, but his head's up. See?
I don't know how can he be hurt?
It didn't look like he hit his head.
It didn't look like anything. Here I thought he went in knee first.
No, he crosses his legs, but that right knee is underneath of him. Watch, his right knee's underneath as he goes, so.
Yeah.
Might have got a hip, twisted his knee. There's all kinds of things that it could be. We're just speculating here.
Yeah.
You guys in YouTube land, you guys have the ability to rewind that all on your own, so you guys can rewind it and take a peek at it. You'll see that he's back checking Carter Johnson. He reaches to the left to try and get a hook on him to slow him down from shooting. Crosses his left leg over his right, kind of stumbles, and then he falls on his butt backwards and, slides in there. And gosh, you go in at a weird angle like that, you never know what it is. We can only hope that it's a appendage and not, spinal or anything like that. You just hope he's just got a little hurt leg or a bruise somewhere. And hockey players are tough, wherever they come from. Okoboji, Canada, Florida, all around, they're tough. Yeah, so the Boji team has left the rink, and I think they've left just because they're waiting for an ambulance for this young man, and they're not going to sit over on the bench.
They just called the ambulance is on the way.
And wait, so the ambulance is coming. They do have that blanket on his leg. I don't know if that's what it is, but for gosh sakes, if you're not trained in this stuff and you're not an expert, there's no reason to move a kid.
Right.
Any wrong
move,
yeah, you get a weird thing like that. It might have pushed or pinched something weird, and you gotta let the experts handle that and put those neck braces on and stiff them on the backboard and get them up to where they can take a look at them with the machines. And so as soon as the bus gets here, that's what the police call it, the bus.
Well, the word I have is that it's on its way. Actually, they said they believe it's a head injury, but
they do believe it's a head injury, but from what we saw, and it very well could be. I mean, the back of his head hit and the back of his shoulders hit, so if his head kind of led into the hit before the shoulders,
the back of his head too.
Could be the back of the head. It could be concussion type syndrome, anything like that. So, man, our prayers go out to this young man. You just wanted to come out on this Friday night and have a good skate, and come down to Sioux City and play some travel hockey. And he's moving his legs. Oh gosh, that's a great sign. He's got both legs moving up, and he's raising his legs, and so I think that's good. I think he's sitting up now. Even he's actually sitting up. So those things are probably concussion type things.
And you want to take it easy getting him up too, so you don't want him to fall again.
Yeah, in my experience, you don't want to get them up. You get your hand behind their back, but they get up on their own muscles and their own free will and all that. And then, if they can move everything, feel everything, you just want to support them and make sure they don't fall back down, like you said. And he just threw his gloves, so he's mad that he got hurt and probably wants to still play,
Knowing the hockey players, more likely.
Yeah. But, the old rule we go by is when in doubt, sit them out. So no sense of re-injuring something even if it's just minor and you re-injure it. That's when bad things happen. And looks like we have EMT staff.
Looks like an EMT down there now.
He's got a patch on his sleeve or something. Boy, oh boy, we were in Fremont about 4 years ago, and a kid from Team South Dakota from up in Brookings came down the ice about 100 miles an hour with the puck and lost an edge. No one touched him. He just went to shoot the puck, lost an edge, and he went in feet first and snapped his lower leg in half right on the shin bone. And so his screams and cries were the loudest I've ever heard in my life for 20 minutes straight before the EMTs got there.
You fall down, that's it.
Yeah. And the leg was just snapped in half. The bone was sticking out the side of the sock, and he screamed till they gave him morphine, and they came and shot. He laid on the ice right there. No one moved him because they didn't know if you know, it can't move the bone back. And the EMTs got in there and they air casted it after they gave him some morphine, and they kind of straightened it out a little. Took him, you know, half mile to the hospital there in Fremont. And we saw him a few months later, and just great attitude, hobbling around, just couldn't wait to get back on the ice. You know what I mean? Just it's hockey spirit.
Well, it gets in your blood. You know, you just want to go.
Yep.
I wonder if they're, do you know, are they spending the night down here, the team, or are they driving back?
Yeah, so Okoboji is, in my estimation, from talking to parents, they're not spending the night here. I think maybe a few of them are on their own because they didn't bring a bus. They
didn't? Oh, okay.
They came individually, so
Looks like they got him up.
this young man's on his feet. Crowd's giving him a round of applause, and that's just to say we got your back. So he's skating off there, and
Got a little help.
he's not moving that left leg much, so I don't know. They're saying head and this and that and everything else. We don't know, but he's not putting any weight on the left leg.
Well, he's standing. That's a extremely good sign.
Yep, we just hope everything works out for the young guy. Saw a kid from the Chicago Young Americans early this season on the U18 team. Took a header into the boards too and broke some vertebrae and got all messed up, and his name was Peyton, and so now they're, you know, kind of got the Peyton Strong bracelets and kind of give them back to him. And I did see him walking around a rink a couple weekends ago in Chicago. He had some ankle braces on and a neck brace, and he was up and at it after breaking his neck. You know, hockey players.
Very different breed, that's for sure.
I mean, the kid wants to play still, you know, just that's what they do. And we're definitely not laughing at injuries or this injured kid. We're just making light of the fact that hockey players are sometimes too much in love with the sport to stop playing, even if their lips hanging off the side of their face, or they got 20 stitches in their head. Sioux City's got a couple of kids taking the ice here, and
It's like they're getting ready. Here comes the
they're going to
Boji
kind of
team
loosen
back
up.
out.
Okoboji Mammoths are coming back on the ice here. So they took a little break, took a breather, got back to the locker room, had some water, and they're ready to go. These are pretty much the same kids who played the varsity team. I'm not sure if there's one or two that are different.
I'm not sure. I think they have a grand total of 13 players.
13
plus
players.
the goalie.
That's something else. So
That is.
they're going to be a little short here on the bench. They're going to have to sit and slide because they're going to have 4 on the bench and 5 on the ice, and it's going to be a handful of minutes for these kids to play. I know back when I played Bantams, we ended up having a house league with 3 teams, and we only had 1 travel team, and we had 6 kids per team, and boy, you just skated the entire game. So here we are. We're back. We're rolling. We got some hockey action, junior varsity action in Sioux City. So we're still with a Cade Hesse penalty. So they've got a 5-on-4 against us, and that's a shot on goal, maybe, maybe not. It was kind of going wide right. They're going to call it a shot on goal.
Yep.
And that's DeVries in net with the save. You can always tell the difference between DeVries and Sanderson, the 2 goaltenders. DeVries is about 6'2", 6'4", maybe. He's really tall and huge, and a couple 100 pounds. Takes up a lot of net. Sanderson's a little bit shorter young man. And I don't know what we had going on there, but looked like Andre got in a stick battle with somebody at center ice. I don't think we caught that on camera. We're still shorthanded here, and George Johnson's going to wheel and deal up the ice. He's shaking and baking, gets it poke checked. He got into the guy's stick zone and didn't go between the stick and the body. Just
Kept it in the zone there.
got a little poke check action there. Looks like Drake Anderson's caught this one, and he's trying to make some moves. The Sioux City Metros, or junior varsity's back at full strength now. Got 5-on-5 action here with 10 minutes and 58 seconds left in the first period. Shots are 1-1. Goals 0-0. Looks like Toft is going to skate the length of the ice here. Call that the old hardware store move. Going coast to coast. Anderson just rips one high and left, and the goalie blockers that one down. That was a heck of a wrist shot from the point. We got an icing call here as the puck crosses the center line and the goal line. That's icing. I think we're streaming here, and I think we're good to go. So welcome back to the first period. Toft takes a hit on the boards and keeps it in. Boji's down low, drifts it up to the winger. They got 3 guys on the side there and gets poke checked away by Hesse. Hesse's in there grinding. They're trying to get a little cycle play going here down low. Little bump and go. Posson's in there with the puck right now. If he protects this thing, no one's getting it off his stick. He's a strong young man. Drake Anderson with a shot to the captain's mask there. Looks like number 19 is looking to center this one. He didn't see Andre cutting through there, looking to pick that play off. Drake Anderson with the regroup going behind the net. Does a little shoulder check. He's looking for a teammate. He doesn't see anybody. Now he sees him, and he's just going to take it coast to coast as well here. He's looking for a shot on net. He's a little bit too wide there. Ran out of real estate. Skated himself down into the corner there. Didn't have much to shoot at. Probably should slide that one to your buddy next time for the easy tap in. Collect the apple. That's what we call an assist around these parts, an apple. So number 3's got the puck here, and he shoots it right at DeVries' chest. That's an easy save with the chest protector. Doesn't even have to move. So half the battle of goaltending is just being squared up in position, and you can make 90% of your saves by just being square to the puck, which he was there. Just good leg position, good square chest.
He was right where he needed to be right there.
That puck just got deflected off the ceiling of the arena, so as that comes down, they're going to have a stoppage of play here. It'll stay inside the zone. Looks like Hesse's taking the draw here. He's got Woodbury on his left wing, and Woodbury's on his right wing, and Monk's on his left wing. He's going to chip it up to Monk here. Monk's going to try and curl it out to Johnson. He whiffs on the play, but Johnson picks it up anyway. He's a defenseman making a rush play, and he shoots and scores! George Johnson, number 21. That is unassisted. George Johnson, number 21. He went to pass it to Henry Monk, and Monk whiffed on the pass back. So that's a phantom assist. They've been calling out assists here like they're free tonight, so we'll see if they throw a couple on there. So there's a deflected shot, high off the glass to the back corner. 19, he's in there grinding. Look at him, giving her heck, battling. Out comes Woodbury with the puck. He's going to skate it to the middle of the ice, and he's going to skate it wide and crisscross, trying to throw the defenseman off there. A little bit.
The right idea.
Monk's getting the puck, and then there's a shot on goal by Johnson, tipped by Woodbury, and that one's stopped by the goaltender. What'd they announce there?
Assist to Woodbury, number 11.
Oh, is that right? We'll have to look at that. Maybe he passed it to him behind the net or something. Here's Drake Anderson. I don't think he has his helmet strapped. You better get that strap on that bucket. Usually the referees will. Referees won't drop the puck unless you have that bucket strapped.
For good reason, you know?
Yeah. We just saw a kid go into the boards there, and Carter Johnson just takes somebody out there, number 11. He's having a hard time getting back into the play here. He's not happy about that. They're grinding down low in the corner here and trying to get some zone time here. We got a nice pass over here to the D, but the D's covered by the winger, so the winger's going to pick that one up. Easy play there. We're going D to D with that. He can't hold on to the pass. Toff needs to open up his hips a little and accept that pass. Won't bounce off your stick so easy next time, buddy. Nice poke check by Carter Johnson. He sticks on it. Henry Monk with the long reach, swings at it but can't connect. And that one gets shot into the Metro's bench. So they'll go back to where it was propelled from, which happened to be behind the blue line. So that puck is going to go face off down by the goaltender in their defensive zone. We got Ma Johnson in the house here. She's in your screen there walking in. See her, she's late. Don't be late next time. Carter almost scored a shorthanded goal. She would have been mad if she missed that. Look at Posson with the play off to himself. He had a little wobbly puck, so that thing didn't come off at a clean angle. Otherwise, he would have had good control of it. But there's his buddy Hesse with a nice back check, keeping the puck alive down here at this end. And Monk's going to dig it out. He's looking for a play, but he gets submarined behind the net by number 3. Posson just throwing guys to the ice. He just strong arms that kid down, and now we're regrouping, see if we're going to go D to D. The guy should be curling in the neutral zone. We're looking for a play, looking to catch somebody in full stride. That looked really good. Monk's taking one for the team. Holy cow. Number 3 saw him coming a mile away. They're giving this number 3 an elbow for body checking Monk to the ice here. So that's the call. For those of you at home, if you saw that, you know what happened there. Monk caught that pass. He went left. He went right. He wasn't looking, and that kid's elbow was down by his waist. I don't know. But he got the elbow call anyway. So that's what you get. The eyes don't lie sometimes. But, you know, we go back to the old thing of there's one referee out here. Oh, my goodness, what a goal. Who was that masked man?
Lynch?
Max Barker? Lynch?
Lynch?
We're just guessing here. It was a lefty.
Lynch.
That was Brendan Lynch with the speed, gust of speed, and then, man, he just buried that high corner.
Got a jump on him and
Wow, that was nice.
glove side.
Love it. Now we're just saying here, though, hockey's one of the hardest games to referee. If your eyesight's blocked by anyone, you're never going to get that call. If you're out of position, if, you know, there's only one of you, because there's only one of Bobby tonight, one ref and 2 linesmen. So Bobby does an excellent job. He must have had a better angle than both of us. Must have saw a little something. That's a shot on goal. It's not too hard for DeVries to handle that one. He uses his stick, puts a little angle on it, deflects it up into his own midsection, and puts his hand on it. So we have a 2-0 hockey game here. Sioux City Junior Varsity Metros 2, Okoboji Mammoth 0. And we have 5 minutes left in the first period. Shots are 5-3. Jake Posson grinds it on the wall, hits it up to Woodbury, who's trying to sauce pass over to his buddy Hesse, but can't get it through. Anderson scoops up the garbage and fires one at the net. Hesse's trying to back check, but he just lifts the stick and the guy goes right by him. He's gonna throw the forearm into the back of him and let him know he's there. Old school hockey here in the house. That one's out to the middle, and Poston just sweeps it aside. Most important play, get it across the blue line. He does that. Now he's looking for a cutback. Gets a poke check there. Going D to D over to Anderson. Andre's looking for the return pass, but Anderson's not looking at him. Staring a hole in the puck. He loses it, and they come back. Now, Boji's strong. They come in 1-on-4. This kid's going to take on the whole team. Holy cow, he's going to score a goal with his body. Just knocked the net off. Got to get Drake to get his head up and start looking for that little sauce play.
Yeah.
Andre's got some speed.
Had him right there, too, right down close to the crease.
Yep, he had him 2 different times. You get that head up, get looking for them wingers. He's got some serious speed on the wings playing.
Yeah, that kid's quick.
Yep. Andre can fly. Give him a little 3-foot sauce pass, and he's gone. We love you, Drake. We love you, Anderson. He had some heck of good shifts in the varsity game, and last weekend, too, playing Cedar Rapids, he was on the money. Just playing third-line minutes, but got out there quite a few times and seemed like had some good offensive zone time last weekend, too, against a really good Cedar Rapids team who's probably looking to be top in the league. They'll be sitting 1, 2, 3 with us and somebody else. That one's about a mile offside. Not sure why the arm went up minutes later, but he called it. The reason he didn't call it, ladies and gentlemen, if you noticed, he was jumping up on the boards to get out of the way of the puck play, so he had both hands on the boards to put his butt on the boards, and he was unable to get the whistles in his fingers, so he's unable to get his finger to his mouth or raise his hand for the delayed offside. Once he was able to gain his balance, then he called the offside there. Look at this steal by Lynch. Bar down. This kid's on fire. Win the faceoff, straight back, steals their faceoff win, goes right around the guy, and goes top cheddar. That's Lynch unassisted. Right off the draw. So it's 3-0 here, ladies and gentlemen. Three. Here comes Andre flying up the right side. Does a little slipstream around number 11. That's what you call eyes in the side of your head. That is some good vision there by Andre. His peripheral vision's right on point. He saw the guy coming up to check him, number 11, and just slipped right around him. It's all right to look at the puck, but you want to skate with split vision, so you want your eyes out in front of you where you can see the puck in your bottom peripheral vision and you can see the player coming to hit you in the top of your peripheral vision.
It happens pretty fast.
Yeah, and we're not talking about peripheral vision being anything outside of your center focal point, whether it's up, down, or side to side. And that kid's got some good vision, let me tell you. We got Toft here on the regroup. He gives it away to 2, and 2 puts it back on net, but Drake Anderson picks that off. He's our number 2. That's going to be an icing on the play. Called off for some reason. Trying to give Okoboji Mammoth a little zone time here, and they're going to stick Drake Anderson down here in the corner, but he pivots and shakes them both off with a nice play to Woodbury, who can't handle the pass.
Got Monk going down there, a little poke check. Lifting the stick.
Oh, and here's Hesse. Hesse is famous for looking up. He always likes that top shelf. First thing he did, he got the puck and he looked up right for the top shelf, but he just missed it. Woodbury with the big
He's pretty hungry
hit
for a goal,
there.
I think.
And that one's out to number 7, and number 7 from Boji is going to try and play that one up the half wall here to his teammate coming off the boards. Can't get it, picked up by Toff. Toff's taking it wide. He's sweeping. Oh, and he tried to make a hard cut back to the net. That's generally called a goaltender interference when you slide into the goalie like that on your own free will. But no call on the play there. Bobby's letting it go. It's old school, high school hockey right here. Sioux City hockey. We got 41-21 right here, bumping it up the wall here. He mishandles the play, but he picks it up himself, and 21 is George Johnson. Takes it up the left wing wall, bounces it into the corner, picks it back up, looking for a teammate, got the hiccups. DeVries is going to come all the way out of his net to make that play. And that one's back up to Johnson, who's playing defense. And now he's back on defense. But he's not over on that side. He's looking for a change, I think, so the puck exits the zone. Rags it back to Johnson, who passes it over to his teammate, Double Joe Hope. He takes it in. He's looking. He gets it knocked away.
It's like I better watch the camera. I started watching the game.
Yeah.
Move the camera away.
That's going to be a penalty, I'm sure, here. As Andre checked the guy who did not have the puck. So, hockey, if the guy has the puck, you can put a body check on him. That's from the side or from the front, not from behind. And only if he has the puck. And according to USA hockey rules this season, if your stick is at your waist or higher, it's a penalty for not intentionally trying to get the puck, but just trying to inflict bodily harm. So that was a little of both. His stick was not down, and the guy did not have the puck. Oh, goodness, what a play here by Toff. Toff's going to rag it back and take a whole bunch of time off the clock here. Makes a nice play to Hesse, who just gives up on the play. He knew the clock was about to run out, and that is the end of the first period. 3-0, Sioux City JV. Shots are 7-4. Sioux City's got 1:35 left on this penalty to kill by Colin Andre. So as soon as he gets back to hockey here, we're looking for him to make an impact. Looks like he's starting to get fired up there, taking the body. Once that kid starts getting physical, he starts getting into the game and wheels start moving.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes that's all it takes is just 1 or 2 body checks and it rattles them. Ready to go. We got the old Wisconsin River Kings game going on the laptop here next to us, watching alumni Reese McDonald. He's playing up in Wisconsin Rapids in the USPHL League, Premier League or something. Looks like his team is down 3-2. And they're playing the Rum River Mallards at the Southwood County Recreation Center. Boy, oh boy, that's some junior hockey, baby, right there. Reese McDonald's number 19 on that Wisconsin Rapids team, and they don't have a scoring summary up here, so I don't know if he scored or not, but maybe he did. Got a whole bunch of people here for this junior varsity tilt. We got about 50 people on the Sioux City side, it looks like, maybe 60, and geez, we got at least 40 on the
Still a good-sized crowd.
Okoboji Mammoths side.
Friday night fun.
Big crowd, loving it.
Watch some hockey.
Looks like we're going 5-on-4. We're going to start with the double goal scorer, Brendan Lynch, on the wing. They're going to throw Hesse up the middle there, play center, and Anderson and Toft in the back to kill off the rest of this minute 35 penalty. And there's the draw, won by Boji. And Boji taps it over to Anderson, who goes D to D to Toft. Toft's looking to make a play, a bounce pass over to Lynch, and that one's off the marker. So number 13 grabs it and throws it on net. Looking to register a shot on goal for himself.
Nothing wrong with a shot on net.
Shot on nets are huge. Unless there's no chance of them going in.
Good things happen, though, when it goes towards the net.
Well, you know, people say good things happen when things go to the net, but the 1980s and 90s Russians teams would differ. I once saw them beat the New York Rangers 10-0, and they had about 14 shots on net, and the Rangers had about 25 or 30.
Really?
And got their butts beat 10-0. So the Russians back in the day would only shoot. They would never let go of the puck. They would play keep away until they had about a 90% chance of scoring a goal, and then they would release the puck. If it was just to shoot it at the goaltender, they would never shoot the puck. That's why they were hugely successful. You guys can watch all the old Russian games from back in the day. You'll see some new strategies that, you know, have evolved into today's modern game. Toft's going to take this one behind the net with a head of steam. He comes up the left side. There's still time on this penalty, which makes it 4-on-4. One guy in the box for Boji, one guy in the box for Sioux City, and they're battling out here. That one stays inside the zone. It stays all on the blue line, so it's not offsides. Woodbury's going to take and get it poked away from him, and Boji's going to try and bring it out, but Boji player doesn't get much help. Still squeaks through, and he ices that one. Not sure why they called it off, but
I don't either.
The linesman had his arm up, and when it hit the backboard, he took his arm down. So Anderson's breezing up the side here, makes a nice pass to Johnson, who curls. Johnson's looking for a teammate. 5 seconds left on this 4-on-4, and then Andre's coming out of the box. And it looks like they ran the clock long about 2 seconds, and Andre's out now at the whistle.
We've got 5-on-4 for a minute here.
So now Sioux City's got a 5-on-4 as the Okoboji player is in the box, number 9. And they're going to have 1 minute of power play time here. Johnson handling the puck on the point, passes it over to Carter Johnson, who fake shot, puts it in the guy's shin pad, and that one gets ragged to the center ice. It's going to take about 15 seconds off the time there before they can get it back in the zone. Nice touch pass by Lynch. Hesse's got the puck, and he passes it back to the D. Johnson pulls off the wall, does a nice curl move. He's looking for a teammate. Can't find anybody. He's surveying. He wanted to go backdoor to Hesse and had it knocked away. Goes for the old soccer move there, kicks it off his foot. Now they're going to regroup behind the net here. Need to make that outlet pass. You got 15 more seconds to get it up here and get a shot. 15 seconds is nothing to the Boston Bruins. Oh, there's a goal. That's Lynch with the hat trick. Throw your hats, everybody. Not one person in here threw their hat. No one's throwing their hats.
They can't make it over the net anyway.
But that's Carter Johnson to Brendan Lynch.
Giving him a little pressure down in the zone there.
Passing with the play to Toft. Toft curls away from trouble, skates in wide to the left. He's circling the zone. He's looking for a teammate, does a little cutback. He's looking, opens the hips up, and just dumps it in deep there. He ran out of real estate with 2 guys on him. Now Monk takes it down low, loses the handle, but regains it. He's looking for a backhand. He chips it at the net, and it's deflected into the corner. This Boji team is sure battling along the boards here. They're giving every line all they can take until Lynch gets out there and just buries it. He's looking, oh my goodness. No icing on that play. He was looking to hit his buddy over there on the long stretch pass, and his buddy jumped the boards and changed. That's the opposite of cherry picking, I guess. Cherry changing. Here's Andre on the play. He curls, drops it back to his teammate who's not ready for it, Hesse.
That puck behind the net.
Everyone's got to be ready on the ice there for a pass every moment of the game. The only time you shouldn't be ready for a pass is when you're on the bench. Lynch with the nice little play. Around one guy, can't get around the other 2. Anderson slaps it to neutral ice where 11's going to pick it up, get pressure, and then put it back to his teammate. They're going backhand cross ice. Cut off by Lynchy. Breaks up the play, but they throw one at the net anyway. That one's going wide, but they tried to register a Sioux City shot on goal and then took it off. And they got happy fingers over there on the scoreboard. So we got a deep zone face-off right now. Carter Johnson loses that to Boji, and Boji passes an errant play out to their defense, and it's out of the zone here. Their 31's going to get it knocked away by Johnson. Number 11's going to swing in the zone, make a nifty little move. He dipsy doodles, but there's too many white jerseys. He can't get through them all. So him and Woodbury have a little sword fight there and exchange words, and Sioux City's trying to get that one out of the zone. So when the defense have it in front, they're trying to control it, but all they need to do is slap it to the corner because you don't want that puck in front of your net. People are chipping at it.
There we go.
Here comes Posson on the forecheck. He slides by it. Hope gives the guy a cross check for his trouble, and Johnson's coming dipsy doodling, but Posson's offside. That's what happens when you make that last move at the blue line, Carter Johnson.
You see that happen so often.
Everyone's expecting you to just go straight ahead. Instead of slipping it through the guy, you do a back drag and pull the puck back, and everyone's offsides. Oh, that one gets through Johnson's feet, and George Johnson turns around and grabs the rolling puck. He settles it finally. Stick handles it over to Lynch. Lynch drop passes to Hesse, who takes off. They do a crisscross maneuver there. Hesse takes it wide, looks for the backhand play to Lynch, and he tips it on the net. It's saved by the goaltender. There they are trying to get it out of the zone. Over there, we got a 3-on-3 battle along the boards, and we don't know who wins it yet. They're still grinding that one down low here. Looks like George Johnson's going to play soccer and kick it in, but he whiffs on the play. That's like whiffing in kickball, buddy.
And you use your stick.
Keep your foot on the ice. You can't swing over the top of it. Just you got to scrape some ice as you're kicking that puck. It's laying flat there. Just swung right over the top. So Sioux City's back in their own zone, taking some beef and getting knocked around a little bit here. But they managed to make it out into a 2-on-1. You do not want Lynch on this 2-on-1. He might put that 4th goal in the net. He's got 3 of Sioux City's goals already on the night. Brendan Lynch with a hattie here in the middle of the second period. Ooh, that's a nice little wrist shot by the Okoboji Mammoth player. Gets that up to his teammate. They got a 2-on-1 here breaking in. DeVries pushes that to the side corner, out of harm's way, and out Sioux City comes.
He's going to get a ice here, huh?
It was propelled by the Sioux City player, so that's going to be an icing call. Go Tros. Marty Warden's watching up in Minneapolis, going to the big Gopher game tomorrow. Say the score after someone scores, he says. What? Score? No one cares about the score, do they? It's all for fun here. We love you, Marty. It's 4-0. 7 minutes, 40 seconds left in the second period right now. Shots are 10-7 Sioux City. We've got another penalty coming here. I believe it's going to be on Sioux City. Number 2, Drake Anderson. He sharpened up the elbow on that play and got him. Let's go into the box for 2 minutes here in this JV Friday night tilt. So let's see what Okoboji Mammoths have for a power play. They haven't had one of these yet. Unless I forgot about it already.
Earlier.
Power play?
Yeah,
This
they
game?
had one for about a minute, and then it was 4 on 4.
Yeah, they did have one for about a minute. Yep. I guess they had one at the beginning of the game too, you're right, when Johnson almost scored the shorty. And there's Woodbury on the hard skate trying to put some pressure on. I don't know why he just stopped, but let the guy come over here. And Hope's going to take some time off the clock, going D to D. George Johnson's going to hit his teammate, and Carter's going to just chip it deep. He just chipped it in there and told Woodbury to go forecheck. Carter Johnson doing some delegating out here on the ice tonight.
He's tired.
Oh, he just took one off the shin pads. He's going to keep that one deep. Puts it back behind the net. They're going to take a lot of time off the clock here. There's a play out to his winger. And this winger from Okoboji doesn't have any help. He's looking around to see if anybody would come with him.
Got more white shirts around him than his team.
But his team all changed. The one chance they had to get the puck controlled in the zone, and they all took off. Brendan Lynch looks to go skate to stick, but he's got his skate angled like a skateboard ramp and can't control that one. That's JoJo Hope with a shot on net there, just a bit wide. Oh, what a nice play from down low to back up high by Andre. Andre's looking to control traffic here. He's slowing the game down, making some plays in the zone. He's going to go forecheck now for a minute. Get your stick on the ice in the lane. Boys and girls, when you're killing penalties, your stick should be on the ice.
All the time.
Cutting off those passing lanes. There it is. Chip that one out past him. His stick was a foot up in the air. Again.
There you go.
Not helping yourself there, fella. Come on, JoJo. JoJo's with the cutback move. Oh, my goodness. This kid's filthy. Fires a rocket to the net with a clapper. Now he's going in strong with a backhander. My goodness. He's getting a couple shots all on his own there. Playing defense and shorthanded situation. So the Sioux City team hit it out of play over the glass. It hit their stick and went into the netting here. So the puck's going to come outside the zone for the faceoff. We got Posson, we got Johnson, and
Monk.
we got Monk.
Monk at forwards.
I haven't seen Max Barker or Manel out there yet. I don't know if they're skating or if they're not playing no more or injured or what the deal is, but two kids I know are on the squad and haven't seen them. Maybe they missed a couple homework assignments or something. Who knows? Hockey's a sport that you have to do well in academics, just like any other high school sport, or you don't get to come out and enjoy the fruits of all your hard work. These kids are sure working hard tonight, though, boy. Landon Toff keeps in. He just comes out of nowhere. He's down below the goal line with that defensive play. Shoots it right into the goalie's side.
He has a quick little shot to him, you know.
Nifty little move. Yes. Score is 4-0. 4 minutes, 19 seconds left in the second period. It's 13-8 shots on goal. Sioux City's out shooting them by 5. They're making a last-minute line change here. The centerman's going off, and the referee drops the puck anyway.
He's going off.
Whoa, number 3 catches an edge. Who's this out of the corner here? That's a little move by Johnson. He gives it away, and there's no shot attempt from that. Well, Lynch was sitting there waiting for the pass over from the D, but he was standing still up on the wing. You got to get moving there, boys. He's taking hits because he's not moving.
Yep.
Moving target's a lot harder to hit than a stationary target, so want to keep those feet moving when that puck's coming. Let's see what Andre's got here. He's looking, he's looking, he's looking. He told everyone in the rink he was going to make that backhand pass to Lynch, and he did it. Here it is, bar down. Oh, with the rebound. It's no goal because that net's off.
Oh, no.
I know the rule. I hate the rule.
That's a shoot.
If the net's off by an inch and that puck is going in the center of that net, you all know it's going in. It's not like that net being off that quarter of an inch made a difference. But that is the rule, and because Sioux City.
That would have been 2 for Johnson tonight.
Yeah.
Going in to sweep it up, too.
Sweeping up the garbage, the loose change, pocket change there on the end. So that's a face-off outside the zone because Sioux City pressured the defense against the post and knocked the net off. That's probably why it was no goal. There's a good offsides call there on the play. Not sure who this other linesman is, but we got Ben Holzrichter over there on the one linesman, and we got Bobby Batchelor wearing the stripes.
Yeah, I don't know who the other official was out there.
I don't think I've seen his face tonight, but doing a good job here in this JV match. What we got here? We got Toft. He's going coast to coast, the old hardware store move. Skates it all the way into the corner. No shot attempt. Drake Anderson going back for this puck, and he wins the puck battle and fires it out. It's going to be an icing call. Now we got some music bumping up in here. Waiting for the Metros. They're playing too good of music. They just want to sit over there on the bench and dance. They don't want to get out and play right now. So he's getting
now
tossed.
They're going to make it last even longer, switching them up.
Yeah, sometimes the ref just wants to hear the song too, so he waits on the drop.
I think that's his favorite song.
Oh, let's see if we got a pass play or we got a shot, and he scores! Holy smokestacks, Batman. We're going to have to watch this replay here as they change positions here. That goal was by number 11, Tristan Woodbury.
Yep.
And that was unassisted.
Oh, yeah.
Woodbury unassisted. Took the puck off the draw all the way coast to coast and shot one right by the goalie. I think we call that the 6-hole. And the 6-hole in hockey is now been a hole determined by everybody to be between the arm and the body, like the armpit area. So we have the 4 holes around the outside, the 4 corners. The 5-hole is obviously between the legs, and now the 6-hole is between the blocker and the body.
Really?
Yeah, and the 7-hole is between the glove and the body. So it's not necessarily definite. It's just, is it a left-handed goalie or a right-handed goalie? So the hole can change from side to side depending on his blocker position.
Come on, Monk.
Oh, Monk just got his stick knocked out of his hands. Holy cow.
And
Bobby's calling it a slash.
That thing almost went up and hit the ceiling.
I don't think a slash is upward. That was upward. That's interference maybe. He hit his stick almost to the ceiling. I don't know if that ever happened back in the day, and I'll tell you why, because our coaches would come around about 100 times a practice and smack your stick just to make sure you had 2 hands on your stick and you were holding it tight at all times. You never hold your stick loose. But these really light sticks these days, for some reason, they grip them loose. And they just, oh my goodness. Brendan Lynch is all over the ice making plays. Sweeps behind the net, hits Hesse. One-timer.
Nice.
Power play goal.
Nice goal.
Brendan Lynch. What a player. He's on fire tonight. It is 6-0 right now. And there should be a second assist on that by Carter Johnson, number 15.
Lynch got mixed up a little bit there on the boards and finding himself taking a rest right now.
Lynch has a great play, and then he interferes with somebody, and he's in the box. That's how the game goes. Oh, my goodness. Anderson tries to catch that pass. Oh, my goodness. 2 Boji players run into each other. That's friendly fire, ladies and gentlemen. As Toff goes coast to coast and just sends a dribbler to the legs there. Does a whole lot of skating, but doesn't get much mustard on that hot dog. Well, we got 30 seconds left. It's a 6-goal lead, so it's going to be running clock here in the second period now. And 6-0, Sioux City Metro's junior varsity. And they're killing a penalty with Lynch in the box. And there's 15 seconds left on this second period game clock, and it's counting. It's 10, 9, and it's going. So they're going to get a break here and a resurface. Sometimes with a 6-goal lead, the coaches opt to not resurface. But I believe they're playing it by book. They want some fresh ice to see what kind of plays they can set up in the third period here. That is the end of the second. 6-0 Sioux City Metros, 17 shots for the good guys, 9 shots for the other guys, the bad guys. They're not bad though, they're hockey players, we love them.
The away team.
I mean, seriously, if we didn't have them here, who would we be playing?
That's right.
Nobody, right? We gotta have the Okoboji Mammoth in the house to have a good game tonight, to have any game tonight. Thanks for coming down, guys, and we're going to head back that way tomorrow, too, and have a couple games up there tomorrow night. So you guys can watch the Zamboni go in circles, or we're going to shoot it up here. It looks like Johnson's got you pointed at the clock. You can watch that for 15 minutes while we take a break. And ladies and gentlemen, we're back here for third period action. This camera's not even set up right. What the heck? A little out of level there. Third period about to start here. Okoboji Mammoth, the visitors here at the IBP Ice Center, playing the Sioux City Junior Varsity Hockey Club. It is 6-0 starting the third period. There's going to be a tripping call against Okoboji right here. Sioux City's going to go on the power play. I believe that's going to be number 31, the kid with the goaltender's number here. Going to the box. Should be going to the box for wearing a goalie number. What the heck is that about? It's like skating around with number 1 on. They let that play go. Colin Andre was in motion on that face-off play. I've never seen that happen before. It's kind of like a guy going in motion in a football play, but he chips it over to the middle there, and Boji's going to come up here, up ice. It's 4-on-4 for a couple more seconds here, and then Brendan Lynch is coming out of the box here as everyone skates by him. It's going to be a 5-on-4 power play now. Toft is going to swing it wide here and looking to go far side, and he missed the net. And it rimmed around to the D, but they kept it in. Got the man advantage going here still. Hesse's looking to make contact with that puck and keep it in the zone, and he does so. Lynch to Hesse. Hesse takes one off the skate and can't keep it in, and the D's way back here in the neutral zone. So that puck leaves and then comes back in from Carter Johnson, and he does a little pull drag to find space under the stick and shoots one wide. Nice turnaround play to JoJo. Misses the puck, but gets it back from Hesse. Back to JoJo, and he finds Hesse again in the corner. Hesse's going to turn and look. Back door. He's looking for Carter Johnson, but the goalie with a good move to deflect that puck. We're going D to D here, and then JoJo's making an inside move, and he needs to pass that
too
puck.
Too much in that neutral zone there.
Yep.
Too many moves.
Too many moves. You don't hear that too often, but there we go. Lynch circling, going D to D. Dropping back across to George Johnson. George Johnson's cut to the middle, and he's looking for a line mate on the right side. Hesse's open, and Hesse drop passes to Carter Johnson, and he fires one at the goalie's belly.
It's a good puck movement there.
Really good. I turned you up.
Oh, cool.
I think you got to swing that around a little bit more, though.
Yeah, the tape is falling off.
Spit on it a little bit. Make that mic your
Get
friend.
some more wire or something.
Oh, my.
Oh, man.
That was Woodbury with the backhander. For those of you watching on a telephone and can't quite make out the player. Carter gets it knocked away, and Anderson's there to help him out. Carter Johnson in a sword fight with number 3, and he takes a dive. Oh, my goodness. Two guys went into the boards almost head first there, and that was a dangerous play. Toft just shoots that one over the glass so he can get a change.
Would have been a delay of game if he was much older.
Yeah. It still can be. They can call it.
Can they?
Yeah. Anywhere on the ice they can call it if you just flip it over. But most of the time they don't. Monk with the fly ball, and he catches it but can't bring it down to his own feet. Kept in by George Johnson. Hesse back to the corner. Hits his man Andre. Andre sauce pass out front to 13. Henry Monk.
Henry Monk.
Monk's in the house tonight with a goal. He's lighting the lamp. That's the 7th goal of the game, ladies and gentlemen. 7-0, Sioux City Junior Varsity. we're about to take another face-off here and be back in action. We are back and the puck's deep in the zone. The defense is circling, looking to make a play to the winger. Make that play far side to the winger.
Andre.
George Johnson with a nice tight turn there. Looks like we had a...
It's like JoJo. I didn't see what he did.
The interference call he's picking up. And this is a running clock, ladies and gentlemen. With a 6-goal lead, the clock just runs. So number 41, JoJo Hope, is in the box for interference. And off to the races.
Got Woodbury out there trying to poke it down the ice.
Toff got taken out in the corner down there too. Look at Johnson. Dangles, moves. Oh,
couldn't get it lifted.
He went to the well, but the well was dry. It's the same move he did last time. Forehand fake to the left, and then just pushing it around the pad. Woodbury with the fat shin pads, knocks that one over there. Kills a few more seconds on this penalty.
I'm not quite sure. There we go.
George Johnson coming up strong. He's looking to grab that puck and a little high. So this one's back in deep, and Cade Hesse's going to pick it up, do a little shuffle stride, get a shot on net. He's got Brendan Lynch down there grinding. He's looking to tap and create the cycle, but they didn't have enough manpower to get a cycle going because they're a man short today. Got 23 seconds left in the penalty to JoJo Hope. Toff's going to pick it up, does a tight turn to the inside. He curls. He's looking for space, and he ices the puck down there. 10 seconds left in the penalty to JoJo. As soon as Boji comes and skates through the neutral zone, JoJo's going to step on the ice here, and they're going to be back full strength. We're going D to D, Toff to Anderson.
Andre, yeah.
Andre's looking wide open. He's got a break, and he just putts one at the shin pads. Oh, there's
Pawson almost swept it up there.
That was a one-timer.
Yeah.
Boston's looking tough out there. It's in the right spot. Getting some hockey sense rolling tonight. Here's big D Anderson looking to take ice. Sure the coach is thinking the same thing. Take ice. A lot of space out there right now. He fires one off the boards. And he did not score. The puck went in the net, but I think it was hit with a hand.
I think he tried to grab it.
He swatted it down with his hand. So it's coming outside the zone. He hit the top of the dasher boards. The puck went straight up, came behind the goalie. It probably would have went in on its own, but he hit it with his hand, so not only no goal, but the face-off's out of the zone.
Monk's down there battling it up a little bit.
Yeah, he got spun around like a cartwheel and kept his balance. JoJo's turning, going all the way back this way. He's gonna hits Monk on the. Oh, and Andre takes a big one for his effort.
Possenbaugh had
a little breakaway there, a little 20-foot breakaway. Couldn't
get that puck to settle down though.
Yeah, he needs more wax on his stick. Come on, George. There you go, buddy. You got two guys offsides there. Oh. I saw that coming about 2 zones ago.
Yeah. You're a D, man. Just pass it up to him.
Yep. You had 2 guys up there just waiting. And sometimes that's what a forward will do. They'll skate offsides on purpose just to let you know that it ain't your job to bring the puck up.
That's right.
We saw that a couple times last weekend. The guy just skated offside intentionally to let his teammate know that, hey, I was open.
Now you need to get down there and do your job, get that puck out of there.
Oh, he's been having a heck of a game tonight, that George Johnson. He's going to D this guy up right here. He's got his stick down. He's blocking lane passes, taking control of the puck.
Using that sixth player called the wall.
Yep. Offsides is Woodbury. Woodbury was going north-south, a little more east-west there, and he would have not only caught the pass, but been onside. Who do we got working the penalty box over there for us?
I'm not sure who that is.
I don't know either. He's got a Metros coat on.
Got a tie going on, you know.
Do not recognize the young man. Oh, somebody blows a tire there. Number 6. But he's back up and he's all right. He's healthy. There's a nice pass. Andre doesn't have his stick on the ice. You got to get a good target out there for your D to hit. We got Hesse with a big shot. Oh, that one's blockered aside there. This goaltender's having a pretty good game. He's got 24 shots on him. Let 7 in, but 4 or 5 of those were on the defense, not picking up the backdoor guy, so maybe not that many. I guess Lynch buried a couple high bar downs, but the D are just letting him come in on him, so.
Yeah.
We got a running clock here, a 7-0 Sioux City Metros junior varsity game against Okoboji Mammoth. Shots on goal are 25-9, and there's 4 minutes left in the game with a running time clock. Still moving. Oh, Monk trying to do it all himself, loses control.
Got that thing out of the zone.
It's tipped up. We've seen a couple of big hits here, but not a whole bunch. Andre with the moves, inside, outside. He went back to the old left side. He always tries to do that left side there. It's kind of his go-to thing. Toff is still out there giving him heck, talking him up, asking him out to dinner later or something. I don't know, telling him restaurant reviews. Who knows what he's talking about. Letting him know Pizza Hut's right down the street probably. Good post-game meal there.
Go to Clyde's.
Yep. Support your local restaurant here. Clyde's next door. Ladies and gentlemen, if you come down to this area, right next to the ice rink here.
You can go get yourself a cackle burger from One-Eyed Jack's too.
Oh, Johnson with the delay. I bet he wants that one back. He'd hit a one-timer. Johnson dives on the play. He's trying to draw a penalty, I think, back there. Yeah, these kids, they're doing one heck of a job. If they could get some more of these catch and release shots close to the net and turn them into one-timers instead of catch and release, it'd probably be about 15-0 right now. They've had a fine opportunity to score a lot of goals tonight, and they put 7 behind this goaltender, and looks like they all got smiles on their faces.
So gotta hand it to these Boji kids coming out here playing 2 hours of hockey.
Playing 2 games, most of them. Yeah, almost all of them. Just still grinding. Look at them. They're still moving their legs.
Still going.
They got a man down. They got 4 skaters on the bench and 5 on the ice. They got a man that was injured in the first period.
They're not quitting though.
And they're still trying to stay in position and give the Metros some resistance here, that's for sure. Look at this kid. He's on Hesse right there. He's not giving him an inch of space, battling for the puck.
Not making it easy.
That kid's been out there skating since 5 o'clock tonight. It's 15 minutes till 10 right now. 4 hours and 45 minutes. Oh, he gets tripped up there.
I don't care who you are. You're going to get tired after that.
That is a lot of up and down the ice.
Especially banging on them boards, you know.
Oh, just coming to public skate for that long would make you tired. You know? We got 40 seconds here left in the game. Clock's winding down fast now. With tenths of a second up there, it looks like a speed demon. We're going to get this face-off off. Maybe a little bit of a play here, and then the buzzer's going. Boji wins that draw, and they ring it around the boards in the old Omaha-style face-off play. Get it out of the zone with 2 guys rushing. But JoJo Hope with one last-ditch effort to try and get a shot for himself. Goes from defense to offense, and now it's back to George Johnson, who blows a tire. And looks like Woodbury's going to fire a last shot down towards the net, let the goalie catch one. An easy fly ball. And that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. 26-9. What do you think, Johnson?
There's a lot of promise here, I think.
Who's you got a star of the game here tonight?
Yeah, my kid.
Yeah, that's a good call.
That's right.
It's a good call. Scored his first goal tonight.
That's right, all by himself.
It's George Johnson, number 21. It was a nice goal. It was a beauty, so he's getting the gold star tonight. You might even feed him after the game, huh? Maybe.
I'll take him to McDonald's, get him some really good food.
Yeah, some healthy. You should take the other team to McDonald's. That's what you should do. Before the game, get them all filled up. Every team we play.
Right?
We'll all take them to McDonald's. We'll slow them down. So we got to keep the camera rolling here at center ice until everyone's cleared the ice, ladies and gentlemen. So we just keep this feed rolling. Home league rules. Film your home game till ice is clear. In case somebody falls and bumps their head or something. Make sure that the league.
I haven't heard how that player for their team was or is. I don't think they took him.
Oh, yeah, so the ambulance came, they looked at him, and they said, you're good to go, and I think they peeled out and went back to the ambulance house to relax.
I wouldn't be surprised to see that kid playing tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, he'll be playing tomorrow for sure. Probably score a goal tomorrow, too. You know how those kids are, resilient.
Well, he's earned it.
Yep. Well, he had the night off. He's going to be full of energy.
Yeah.
Everyone else will have played 4 games in 2 days, and you know.
Man. I don't know how they do it.
Well, we got George Johnson as player of the game. We're out of here. We'll see you tomorrow.